Happy Father's Day to all them real dads out there. Much respect, much love spread. Born for sports, those New York Mets, man. Coming into this season, I didn't have expectations that were too high for them. You know, management and Mr. Cohen made it very clear it's going to be a transition year. The moves they made in the offseason showed it's going to be a transition year. The 0-5 start to the season showed it was going to be a transition year. Then the Mets went on a little run after the 0-5, but then came crashing back down. A lot of problems. I didn't like the pitching coming into the season, the starting pitching mainly. I just feel like there's too many, no aces, no number 2 starters, and a lot of number 4 starters. Sanger hurt. And now all of a sudden, the Mets have risen. They've won, I believe, 11 of their last 15. 5 straight games. They completed a 6-game homestand where they were 5-1 and just swept San Diego today. And man, they're trying to suck us back in. They're sucking me back in right now. I'm enjoying the ride. My expectations were low. And if this New York Met team can play better than that and give us a little run, maybe possibly make the playoffs, that would be nice. But, man, I don't know what to say about those Mets, man. I'm trying not to let them get me. But as a fan, we ride or die. You know, pleasantly surprised right now. The Edwin Diaz has returned from injury. He's starting to look like Diaz again. And he went on a DL stint with that impingement in the shoulder. Now all of a sudden he came back and he looks like the old Diaz, man. Well, somewhat of the old Diaz, you know, after missing a whole season. You know, Francisco Lindor. I love Lindor. Slow start again this year, but he's starting to pick it up and he's starting to play better. And give Mendoza some credit shaking this lineup up. He moved Lindor to the leadoff spot and he seems to be comfortable with it, so you got to ride it out. You know, we have a lot of veteran players who have been playing below the baseball card so far to start the season. But all of a sudden, they're starting to heat up. And the biggest catalyst is J.D. Martinez. He's been playing great. He's been carrying his team, getting big hits, showing the player that he's been in the past and also last year with the Dodgers. And it's been real good to see. He makes that lineup a lot different. And with the return of Alvarez now, once he gets going, big difference. And also, just the Terrens. He took that job from Nito. That was a good move by the Mets, not falling for the goody two-shoe guys on the team, because I think that's one of the biggest issues with this team that I have. This core has too many nice guys that are just humble and want to be friends, and losing seems to not really bother them as much as I feel as fans should. Well, you know what? Right now, J.D. Martinez's presence has really helped, and Terrens has stepped up. That was a good move by Mendoza and his staff, getting it done, getting him there, getting him on the Mets, and he is taking over that backup catcher job. Francisco Alvarez, one of my favorite players on this team, man, big difference, huge difference when he catches games with this pitching staff, because these other guys, they just basically sucked, okay? And if you know baseball, you know catching is just as important, handling your pitching staff, as it is with the bat. So kudos to the Mets, and I keep hearing this 5-0 since Grimace. Listen, they keep winning, they better get them a spot in Citi Field. Like and subscribe to Born for Sports. Let's go Mets.